Thank you very much for the word, Wouter, and good morning, everyone. Again, let me start with the presentation of Realpad. That's the company I am part in. Basically, what Realpad is. Realpad is a CRM solution designed specifically for residential developers. So basically, we are in the area of bringing innovation to residential market. My name is Jakub. My full name is Jakub Licak, and at Realpad, I'm responsible for new business development. I'm originally from Slovakia, but the company is headquartered in Prague, Czech Republic, where it originated already in 2012. So we've been at the market already for more than 8 years. And me personally, I'm now relocated in Bucharest, where I'm responsible for new business development. And the countries I'm responsible for are Romania, of course, because that's where I reside, then Bulgaria, and I'm responsible also for Luxembourg and Belgium, as we have clients also there. So it's like two completely different part of Europe. As it comes to Realpad, so just a quick introduction, what Realpad is about. Realpad is a software platform that consists of 4 main parts. The first one, the CRM software, which is an internal tool for residential developers and for a sales team at residential developers, where they can keep their they're basically keeping internal data, and they keep track of everything that is happening with the customers. So this is the internal tool for their own use. Then we have the customer portal, which is the interface for the clients. And I will be talking more about the customer portal later during the presentation. So basically, the customer portal is the interface where the end buyers can find all the relevant data. So basically, if I'm a buyer, I buy from a residential developer, and I get credentials to web interface where I can see all my payments, all my documents. I can digitally sign any kind of documents. I can reserve a date for the handovers, for example, and so on. So basically, it's like an internet banking for people who are buying apartments. Then we have a sales tablet application, which is helping sales agents in the field. So again, if I'm a sales agent and I'm meeting a customer, I don't have to take everything in paper. I have a nice iPad or Android application, and I can present all projects from a tablet. I can send offers directly, and so on. So it's really like a help for agents in the field. And then we also have after-sales modules, which are taking care of the after-sales process. So all the documents, payments, and also technical inspections, unit handovers, and defect management module. So we really cover the life of a residential developer from A to Z. As it comes to our added value, so in my opinion, there are like 3 main values that we are bringing. So first, it is the internal systematization of data. So that's the CRM tool. Then digitization. So we try to digitize the data so that so that the customers can see all the data, and the same, and it's helping in the end also the sales team and the customer experience, because I think we are in 2021 already. So I think it's high time for residential developers, also to provide a really good customer experience and to keep up with the boom of customer experience around the sectors. As it comes to the adoption of Realpad, so currently we are present in 12 European countries, and we are working with 70 residential developers. I would like to stress this out. We are working only with developers, not with agencies, because for agencies, there are many softwares out there, but we do, our software is targeting only developers. So at the moment, there are approximately 200 residential projects which are in Realpad, and we have over like 1,000 users using it. At the beginning of the presentation, let me start with a quote of Jeff Bezos: "If a customer wants something, give it to them, and give it to them now." So this is like a keynote of my presentation, because I will try to explain what Realpad does and how it's helping residential developers with customer experience and the value that it's bringing. Let's take a look at the customer journey in 2020, and now it's in 2021. So basically, we are doing banking online. We want to send payments, do anything basically. I mean, all that we need is the mobile app. The same applies for the shopping. We do want to shop something. We have either app or we do it online, and we can easily get all our clothes home using just technology. The same for the doctors. We can make online appointments, and you don't even have to go and see the doctor. So that's how our industries already adopted customer technology and they enlightened customer experience. When it comes to the real estate customer journey, of course, there are already some very innovative developers, but there are still developers who do it quite old school. So that means they sign contract manually. There is tons of papers, tons of materials. People have to come to the office, which was quite difficult, especially in the COVID time, because sales agents just could not sign contracts and documents personally. So that was a problem back then. Then, if you want to make some choices of finishes, for example, again, we need to go in most cases, we need to go to the sales point, sales office, see the available options, and do everything in person, which is also basically a waste of time, in my opinion. And the most important thing is that when you buy an apartment, you sign the contract, and for the next 1 year and a half, you're just waiting because there is like nothing happening. You just put all your savings to buy an apartment, and you are just waiting for a year, 2 years until the construction is finished, and you can move in. And you don't really have enough information about the progress, about anything. In our opinion, how we in Realpad see the future of real estate is digital, instant, and transparent, so that the customers have all the information from their comfort at home, and they don't have to do many things physically. Right now, I would like to compare, a couple of areas of the selling process, how they're in most cases, because again, as I said, there are already some innovative developers, but there are developers who do everything in Excel still. So how the selling process looks like right now in their business, and how developers who work with Realpad, how do they work. So right now, the selling process, as I already mentioned, people need to come to the office to sign the contracts, and there is lots of paper, reprinting, and actually it's impossible to cover all projects, because if you're a developer selling 4 different projects, it's quite hard, to give a customer, for example, the up-to-date price list for all the projects, to send offers for all the projects, and so on. So the bigger the developer is, the more of a problem it is to serve the customer with all the projects. In Realpad, as I mentioned before, we have a tablet application which is paperless. It's easy replacement basically. So if anything is changed, for example, unit plans, floor plans, and so on, you do it only once in Realpad, and the whole sales team is synchronized, so they know right away which apartments are available, which are not. They can send offers, they can show the visualizations, renderings, and so on. So all projects are at hand, and you can easily, for example, create a reservation or a pre-reservation for project 1, project 2, send the offer, and that's it. So it's super easy to use. When it comes to reservations, again, people need to come to the office to sign the reservation contract, which is a wasted time. And as I mentioned before, there were some difficulties during COVID where agents could not meet customers, and it was a big problem. With Realpad, we built a tool. We call it like an e-shop, basically, because there, of course, if you are buying an apartment for your family, most preferably you will go to the office because you want to really make good choice. But at the same time, there are investors who do not really care about some specific of the apartment, but they are fully ready. They have money. They would like to buy an apartment, and they are ready to do it online. For example, in Czech Republic, we already have 2 customers who are using this model, and they're super happy. Of course, you will not sell 50% of the project online, But if you get 2-3 sales online, it's more than nothing. So it really helped them, and it's also like a nice marketing thing, to present it that we are selling apartments online. The idea is that on your project website, you select the apartment, and you are able to, first of all, sign the reservation contract digitally online, and you are then also redirected to the payment gateway, and you can pay for the reservation fee. Of course, the letter contracts are managed with a notary, but the reservation contract, for that you don't need any notary, and you can fully sign it online. So you can buy from home, and we do have digital signatures and payments. So when you are signing digitally, you receive an SMS code with the verification. You put it in, and you are able to sign the contract digitally. Another area is documents. So in residential real estate, there is a lot of documentation. So basically, it is not only about the contracts, but you are signing any all kind of amendments. Then there is also a lot of documentation related to the project. So, for example, some project documentations, some energetic certificates, and so on. And it's quite difficult to handle the documents in a fast and smooth way. So that's what Realpad offers. So first of all, the customers, the buyers, can find all the signed contracts in their customer portal. And at the same time, a developer can add and share any kind of project documentation. So for example, when they're handing over the apartment, there is a lot of documentation coming with it. For example, some user manuals for AC, for heating, and so on, building permits, certificates, and so on. So they can easily just upload it once, and every customer from that project has access to that documentation. So it's super easy, super fast, and as I said, it contains contracts, manuals, any kind of documentation. So this is making life also easy for customers, because they don't have to, and for sales agents as well, because the customers do not have to call sales agents every time they want to, for example, the copy of the contract and so on. No, this is your interface. Everything related to your purchase is in there. Let me continue with the payments. It's a similar thing. You pay your payment and you are waiting. You are not sure if your payment arrived, and especially at the end of the project, you are calling the sales agent because you need to sign the final contract, and everything needs to be paid for. So you are waiting, and again, calling, emailing is taking time and focus. With Realpad, the customer has the overview of all the contracts in the customer portal. So we integrate either with an accounting software of a developer, or we can also read bank statements. So basically, when the customer pays, he automatically receives an email notification saying that, dear customer, thank you for your payment, and so on and so on. The same applies, for example, for reminders. So if there is a payment due in 3 days, a customer will receive an email notification. So this is helping also a developer, because they don't have to remind customers about the payments. So they receive instant notifications, and they have a payment overview. And for developer, there is no extra work, because the customer portal is synchronized with the CRM, and the CRM is synchronized with either the accounting software, or, as I said, we are able to read bank statements and import payments automatically. News. That's another thing. An average residential project takes a year and a half, even 2 years to be fully built, and customers are buying from the paper. So in many cases, they have just limited information after they sign the first contract, and they're basically just waiting and waiting. With Realpad, a developer can offer and give news to the buyers. For example, construction updates, some marketing offers, whatever it is. It is a tool how a developer can communicate with customers using the customer portal, and they can keep the customers, let's say, warm during the process. And the customer has all the information at hand, and all the project updates, offers, newsletter, so they can make sure that the customer is not left in vain for many months. Choices of finishes, that's another thing that I mentioned at the beginning. The standard way, you have to go to the shop, choose the finishing materials. With Realpad, you can do it fully online. So basically, a developer can pre-select the choices, and the customer can choose the available options. We even like calculate the quantity which they need to order. They can make the orders from the customer portal, and everything is running smoothly, fast, and comfortable. Meeting reservations. Again, quite often, or almost always, you need to call in order to reserve a meeting with the developer. Sometimes it's difficult to set up because you are not able to reach the agent. The calendars are not synchronized, and again, you have to call, email a developer. While in Realpad, you can make the reservation for meetings online. The screenshot that you see right now is related to the technical inspections and handovers. So during the process of the handover, a developer can prepare the schedule for the meetings, for the handovers. So let's say that they will be handing over apartments from October to December. There are some available dates, and the customer can easily choose the available date and come to the office for the handover. So if you have many apartments, more than 100 of apartments, it's saving a lot of time because you don't have to synchronize 100 people with their calendars. So they just select the date, they come, and everything is running smoothly. They can make it from home. And again, all the parties are informed. So the customer, a developer, and also, for example, technical department at the project. So they always see the overview, who is coming when. They can prepare the keys, prepare the documents, and it runs smoothly. Handovers, that's the part that I mentioned right before. So currently for the handovers, when the customer comes to the apartment, the technical department needs to take manual notes, and there's a lot of printing, scanning. We have a client also in Luxembourg, and they said that before they were using papers, and they had to write one document 3 times, print it, scan it, upload it. It's really messy. With Realpad, we built the application, which both for Android phone and tablets, and also from iPhone or Apple Android and tablets. So the idea is that the technical person comes with a tablet to the apartment for the handover, and they prepare the list of the things that needs to be checked. For example, let's say doors, floors, tiles, and so on. If there is a problem, everything is fine. If there is not a problem, they just click that everything is correct. If there is a problem, they choose the location, they take a picture directly with the tablet, they write notes, and at the end of the process, there is a digital signature. They sign basically the handover protocol directly with their fingers on iPad. The handover protocol is generated automatically, saved as PDF, and stored in the CRM first of all, and it is stored also in the customer portal. So basically, there is no post handover sending of documents and so on. Everything is already generated and saved in the right place. Digital signatures and protocols created instantly. Now let me show you some real data, because we can clearly see the trend and that the developers are more and more using technology, because the CRM part, that's the main part. So every developer that starts to work with us, they start with the CRM because they want to have order in data. So we replace either Excel or some generic CRM software such as Microsoft Dynamics, Salesforce, and so on. They replace it with us. And the next part is the customer portal. And in June 2020, only 40 or only like half of our clients were using customer portal. But right now, it's already 70% of the clients. So there is a clear increase of the percentage of the customers that are adopting technology more and more. So again, to conclude, in my opinion, the future of real estate, and I'm not referring only to residential, but in general, of all parts, so commercial, logistics as well, is digital, instant, and transparent. To finish up my presentation, another quote from Wayne Gretzky, a great NHL player, who used to say that I skate to where the puck is going to be, not to where it has been. So I think that's a good mindset for adapting technology for everyone, not only for residential developers, but in general, I think for all of us. Thank you very much for your time. I know that it's early morning, so I hope you will have a good day today. And it was my pleasure to stay with you today. Thank you.